Hello, this is Zachary and today I'm going to be giving a tutorial for you on the Fantom G on making sounds or patches in the Fantom G. Sometimes they are also called voices. So when you actually first turn on your Fantom G, you're going to be in what's called live set mode, which gives you basically a bunch of different live sets. If you turn the value dial here, we have all these different stuff, you know? And on the pads, we have like maybe, if you're using the latest version, you would have motion phrases. But we don't want to be in this mode. I'm going to actually hit the single button. And I just did that. And it is ideal for creating patches. Now, we need to select a sound. To help make it easy for you, Roland has included a category search function, or like kind of what I would call it, the finder, like on a Mac, but it's really called the category finder. At least that's what I'm, calling it. So I'm going to hit F1, and I'm going to hit F2 and F1 to scroll through the different categories. F2 will scroll you up, and F1 will scroll you down. I'm looking here. I want to create some kind of synthesizer type lead sound. So I'm going to go to hard lead, this category right here, as you can see on screen. And I am going to pick something like this. Okay, that's cool. Now I'm going to hit F8 to select, and I'm going to hit Patch Edit, and I will hit F6 for Pro Edit. This is the method I commonly use. Now, let's first basically do the filter. So I'm going to hit F2, scroll down to that, and now we have, scroll down to the right thing. Hold on, let me just take that back. Okay, so I hit F2 to scroll down to the filter. Here we are. And there are different, like filter types. And also there's a second page called Filter Nth. I think that's what it's called. And it lets you change basically the characteristics. And that's what I'm actually on right now. So let's use this. I'm going to first set the cutoff, or the brightness of the sound. It's the first parameter on the page for those people who might not be sighted but still like using keyboards. So I'm going to put it up to almost its maximum, but not quite. I'll take it down just a bit. That's cool. Now I'm going to go back one page using F1. This is where the fun happens. So now we can select different filter types. So here's no filter at all. Here is I don't know what this is called. I think it's possibly a bandpass filter, but I'm not too sure. And we can go again. Here's a cool filter that I often like to use when I'm mixing music. Here's another one. I don't know if you're able to catch that, but that is a very high frequency filter. Now, here's another one that's like kind of a gentle filter, I guess. It would be good for soft sounds. It sounds hard right now because there's a cutoff. But if I take that down, you'll hear something like this. And if you take it up, you would hear something like that. Now, I want to just get into a little experiment about how that filter can be used. So I'm just going to go to maybe a piano sound, and I'll show you how that filter can be used, because you may have not really understood it. So Here we go. Pro Edit. We're back. Yep, okay. And we're going to go back to those filter types. We're back. We're back in there. Oh man, went to the wrong parameter again. Don't worry, I'll just get it back. Okay, now we're in the filter types. All the different filters. So the first filter, I think it's called maybe HPF1 or something. It's good for soft sounds, piano sounds. As you can see, it makes the sound soft. It's kind of like the damper on a piano. So if you try to play hard, it's going to be a soft piano. But if you take that filter off completely, it's a harder piano sound. So I'll bring that filter back. So that's very good for strings or sounds that are meant to be soft. Now, the second one, which is basically another version of